Hello, this is Running Robert, and today we're going to be talking about the Ardelyx ARDX second quarter 2024 summary. Today is the 5th of August 2024, and in the summary we're going to be looking at the quarterly report that just came out last Thursday night, and we're going to look at the bullish and the bearish parts of it. So I generally follow small cap pharma, I do some games, I do a little bit of everything, so if you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe, it helps out a lot, and thank you. Disclaimer is I did ride the stock up from 60 cents to $9. At the moment, I do not own anything, but again, I can see where there could be an investment opportunity here, or still. I'm an amateur investor, and any advice given should be followed up by your own due diligence, and information given is valid for today, the 5th of August, and the slideshow will not be updated, but again, new news, new slideshow. So, let's look at the quarter 2 2024 report. So, company sales were $73.2 million in quarter 2 compared to $45.6 million in quarter 1. So, a huge increase there. Israel sales were $35.4 million, and that's compared to $28.4 in quarter 1. So, still very positive there. The company still expects sales to be between 140 and 150 for the year. Based on these numbers, it's looking like that's pretty good. Exposure sales were $37.1 million in quarter 2, and that's compared to $15.2 in quarter 1. So an incredible quarter of growth. Surprised a lot of people, including myself. And yeah, operating expenses were about $77.4 million. The cost of goods were about $9 million. The net loss total was $16.4 million, and the cash on hand is $186 million. So overall, it was a good quarter. And there's really not much you can say about the quarterly report. Now, there's issues that we'll talk about in the following slides. Again, the company cut around $9 million of net loss. So it was 25 in quarter 1. It's 16 in this quarter, so extremely awesome. Exposure sales were surprisingly strong, and it would bode well for the company if the CMS isn't a problem. And that is really going to lead into the next slide, is the CMS and exposure. So CMS, which is the Center for Medicaid and Medicare Services, are going to limit exposure starting the 1st of January 2025. They're trying to reduce the amount of drugs. I'm not even 100% sure of it. I've read it a million times, but what I know is that they're going to not recommend exposure and not sell it in favor of other drugs. It is bad. It does not have any patient choice, which pretty much goes against like the FDA requirements and everything like that. So the company has two options it's going for. One is the lawsuit of the CMS. So that is ongoing. It got in. We'll have to see where it goes. They do have a strong case for it, but it might just take time. And then some kind of congressional deal about CMS. So that is something that has been floated around. That also could solve this if they did some kind of extension or something like that. Not sure how possible that is just with the current climate, but we will see. If the company can clear the CMS hurdle, and that's either through the lawsuit or the deal, the stock's going to rocket to over 10 in a heartbeat. So what else? Did anything else go wrong? So I'm really going to say that very little went wrong minus the CMS. That is unfortunately going to suck. The company does continue to add to the sales force, and so we're going to see if that strategy continues to pay out. I was maybe a little bit nervous, but obviously they crushed it in sales this quarter. So that really kind of that was pretty positive. So did really anything go wrong? No. CMS sucks. That's about it. But the CMS will continue to cap the stock potential until we have resolution. And that's simple enough. If you hold and the CMS decision is positive, I believe this can be over a $10 stock within that day. It's with exposure sales, it's just going to rocket. If the decision is negative, we're definitely going to see a fall in stock price just because Israel, as good as it's been doing in the market, and they want it to be a much bigger drug, I don't see it being that much of a larger drug. But, I could be wrong. But even if the CMS is negative, we'll see a fall at that moment. And then, you can reevaluate if you think that Israel is enough to bring it back up. So the safe option, what I have decided to do is I'm going to buy some cheap options for $10 in January 2025. They're currently 25 cents, 50 cents. This is going that, hey, if we get a positive decision, before exposure sales took off, we were at 9. If we had no CMS decision, we'd be 12, 15, maybe even more. So I think I'm going to buy some cheap options at that rate so I can keep any kind of cost down in case the decision is negative and I lose it all. But if it's positive, I think I have a good chance to make a good amount of money. So I hope this helped you get some information. Thank you very much for watching and listening, and I hope you have a wonderful day.